Hi, I'm John Ragsdale, and I will be your instructor for this part of the RNS 396 course. I'm coming to you from my wonderful office here in the School of Theology at Azusa Pacific University, where I serve as an Associate Dean. My main areas in working with the School of Theology focus on curricular assessment and strategic initiatives. So I've told people around the university I have the best job on campus. I have a dean that I love to work for, very entrepreneurial kind of thinker, and he opens up all kinds of possibilities for us, and I get to work on some really fun things. So I wanted to start with some introductions. You will probably notice that I've ummed a couple of times already. I don't have the time nor the expertise to get all those ums out of the recording that you'll be seeing over the next few weeks. I'll say that my wife has made me aware of it. I try to fix it. I don't seem to be able to. But there you go. So if you'll put up with my ums, we'll get along just fine. And if you don't, I want you to know that I apologize. I really am conscious of it and beginning to be a little self-conscious of it, but we'll make it through. So let's start with introductions about me, and I certainly welcome introductions to you, but I can't really do that in this particular format. So there's a num. Sue and I have been married for 37 and a half years. She is absolutely the love of my life. I remember the date. It is December 21, 1978, the date of our first kiss. She doesn't remember it. I remind her of it every year, and I score points for that. We have two wonderful children. We got married very young. I was just 19, just short of 20, and Sue had just turned 21. We had our son Josh a year and a half later, and Josh is 35 now. He and his wife Renata live in St. Louis. St. Louis, Missouri is home for us. We are absolutely dyed-in-the-wool Cardinal fans. I apologize to any Cub fans, but through the course of the next few weeks, I will probably make some disparaging remarks about that team from the north side of Chicago. I try to help myself, but I don't try that hard. So if I offend you about the Cubs, please forgive me for that too. So Josh and his wife Renata do not have any children. They do have two wonderful dogs, Melvin and Sissy. Melvin is more Josh's dog, and Sissy is more Renata's dog. And the house is full and crazy, and there's almost no discipline to those dogs. So sometimes my son and daughter-in-law are up all hours of the night letting the dogs in and out, and they step on their heads because they sleep with them. It's just craziness to me. But I don't have to live there, so that's okay. Then our daughter Megan is 33, and she and her husband Zach have 3 kids. Presley is 7, and then Mick is 5, and Kyla is 4. Josh did his degree at Trinity Bible College. Megan has about 90 hours of a 120-hour bachelor's degree done. So in some ways, although she's not in nursing, she's in the exact same situation that some of you are. And it doesn't seem to matter how often or how much I encourage her to get her degree done. It's had little effect to this point. I don't know why, since they have 3 little kids running around driving, all of them crazy. It's just, again, I don't have to live there either, so that's cool. Love my grandkids, love our kids, certainly love my wife. One of the things that you'll find out about me as we go along is I may tell stories about Sue's nursing career, stories that I can tell. So we got married in 1980, and in 1991, because of some work that Sue was doing, pardon me, with a ministry and mission organization, Sue felt a calling, a real sense of calling to go back to school to get her nursing degree. In fact, she's probably going to be sitting where you are in the not too distant future as she wants to complete her bachelor's degree, having an associate degree in nursing and a few extra classes along the way that she's picked up. So in 1991, Sue went to nursing school. In 1995, she graduated with her associate degree in nursing, and we moved from St. Louis, which was home, to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, we have lived all over the country. We've lived as far, even though St. Louis is home, we've lived as far east as New Hampshire. We now live as far west as California. We have lived as far north as North Dakota. Incredibly, brutally cold. And we have lived as far south as Texas. So we have, quite literally lived all over the United States. And it's given us some wonderful opportunities to make friends and experience new things. But Sue got her nursing degree in 1995, and because she got her nursing degree, it afforded us the opportunity for me to go back to school and get my PhD. So she put me through school a couple of times, but I can't express the gratitude that I have for her being willing to put me through the PhD program. It was a lot of work. It was long, and it's a difficult process. Some of you may go on to master's degrees and doctoral degrees in nursing. I applaud you for that, but it is difficult, but it is worth it. I wouldn't be able to do what I do now had she not made some of those sacrifices for me and for our family. So I'm very much indebted to my wonderful wife. Besides that, she's just the love of my life. I love hanging out with her, and I don't have a better friend in the world. So that's a little bit about me. My PhD, by the way, is in Scripture. So when we investigate this part of the class, looking at spirituality and ethics, it's going to be rooted in a scriptural program, specifically the two books of Luke and Acts, written by Luke, the so-called beloved physician that we see from the book of Colossians. So that's a little bit of introduction about me, a little bit of introduction about the course, and we'll speak more about those things in just a little